Erin Micklow, and I'm here with the Nekromantix. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Renee, drummer of the Nekromantix.
And I'm Kim Nekromant. I'm not the drummer of Nekromantix.
Frank.
Renee, you recently joined the band just 2 months ago. How did you guys get together to form the current lineup?
During a tour, 8 months ago, I think, we were on tour together, and
With the brains.
yeah, with the brains. And Frank had a crazy idea one night. He came to see me. He's like, "Hey, man, do you want to play drums?"
Oh, he tried to take credit for that idea?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Anyways.
Well, Frank was delegated to tell me the news, so I was like, "Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll try." He's like, "Well, you do studio, so you know beats and stuff like that." I'm like, "Oh man, it's been years I haven't played drums." So during like a month before we had our first practice, I was practicing every day, sitting down. Because the thing is that I play standing up now. So
Yeah.
I was sitting down and we did a practice, the first practice. I started playing and my arm just froze and I couldn't play it. And I was like, oh my God, this is my chance to play drums, and I'm like fucking it up. So they started laughing so hard. I was like, okay, I need a break. And then he's like, okay, why don't you try standing up? I know you've played standing up before. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And that's when it suddenly clicked and it was better and it was fun. And that's it. So, we've been practicing a lot.
We have. Well, basically, we needed a new drummer. And we were like, we're fed up with drummers because drummers can be sucky. So we were like, okay, let's find a guy that we like to hang out with. We know Renee for a bit. I mean, he's a foreigner. I guess we're all foreigners somehow.
I guess we are all foreigners too.
We're like, okay, let's get a cool dude, and you know what? Rather a cool dude that plays less flashy, but somebody we can, stand on the road. So
Yeah, someone you can be in a band with for
yes.
many days at a time.
And then here we are.
Yeah, we tried that couple of tours together, so we got along, we became friends, and then...
This is actually the first official show for Renee. We had a secret show last week in Los Angeles.
At the airliner, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was fun.
That was a lot of fun. I wasn't that stressed. Everybody was like, oh, you're so stressed. I'm like, no, this is fun, actually.
Yeah.
It's super fun to play with Nekromantix. It's super fun to play on stage, so,
Yeah, well, because
enjoy it.
off stage we're kind of grumpy, but on stage we're having a fucking good time.
Yeah. Well, so the Nekromantix hasn't had a standing drummer since 1997. How has that influenced your live performance?
Actually, since 96, actually, yeah. Well, the way I hear it is, it kind of takes me back to that era again.
Yeah.
I have to get used to standing in the middle again.
Yeah, that's the thing, too, because, he stands in the middle now. So, the usual setup is, the drummer in the back on a riser, and then you have the guys up front. But this time around, we just went up front, everybody, and it's a different dynamic. Everybody's standing up, so, it's all level eyes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm right there in the middle. I'm kind of shy, so...
Super shy.
Yes, I'm very shy, so...
I don't believe that.
I have to work with that.
I don't believe that at all. Album came out in 2016. With the addition of a new member, do you think that you guys will start work on some new music soon?
We already in that process.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
How far along are you?
That's kind of hard to tell. I mean, how far along are we?
It's always a work in process till it comes out,
Yeah, but she wants a number. Obviously, it's hard to say. I would say 37.5.
Really?
Yeah. Are you smoking weed?
No.
Okay.
Just a cigarette. So 35%?
No, I said 35.7.
35.7%. So how many songs have you worked out? Do you have full songs yet, or are you just kind of...
So you're not fine with the percentage? Now you're kind of digging into it? I knew
I
it.
want to know more.
I was trying to be
No, so
super
easy.
precise. Okay.
Like, what is the process when you start working on new songs?
Well, we kind of, jam out. Me and Frank, I say right now we have 5 songs.
Cool.
That when I say 5 songs, that's just the music.
Yeah.
Because the lyrics is something I write like at the very, end of it. Like basically after we recorded a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a necessary evil.
But your lyrics are so funny. I mean, they're really creative. And one of my favorite songs is Murder for Breakfast.
That's bullshit. They're very serious.
Super serious, man.
You guys are not.
Shy too.
On the way here today on the car ride, we were jamming out to Murder for Breakfast, and it's just so catchy. And I'm like, this is really strange. What was the inspiration for that song?
I don't know. I don't know. When I write a song, it's I take inspiration from the news, life, whatever, death, and then wrap it up in like a horror thriller universe.
Yeah.
So some songs could be a love song, but you wouldn't recognize it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be sneaky to put stuff in there that is about something else. Not everybody catches it, but it doesn't matter.
You have been in the band for the last 10 years. With all the revolving members, what has kept you and Kim bonded over the last decade?
Yeah, I mean, we are pretty similar in a lot of stuff. We like a lot of the same stuff too, so we get along pretty well. And
well, you might say that. I think it's because we don't understand each other.
that's good too. So
Like
that's fine.
So crappy.
So it's been good.
Yeah.
We merge pretty well when it comes on stage and off stage too, so all good.
Let's see how long the Canadian hold up.
Hey, pretty cool.
Well, I think that's really important. I mean, it's about being able to create musically together, but also really just getting along with each other. I mean, it's one thing if you create great music together, but if you fucking hate each other, then, the band's not going to hold together for very long.
Well, let me put it this way. I hate everybody, but I hate these guys a little less. And I think that's why it works.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, in contrary there, huh?
Okay?
From hate to loving there.
I said less hate.
Okay.
That's not the same as love.
No.
Well, so Kim, I saw that you just finished a beautiful Triumph bike.
Mm-hmm.
What got you into riding bikes, and how long have you been riding?
Since I was 17. But I always had old vintage bikes. Like I have a BSA from 67, I have a BSA from 46, I have a Russian bike from 69, and I love them. The problem is they never work when I want to ride. So I was like, fuck it. And I don't know how I went so long without discovering the new Triumphs they did.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this shit. And I bought one.
But did you have the bike customized? Did you work on it yourself, or did
I did
you
it myself, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I had some help with the paint job, but yeah, I did. I cafe racered it up myself.
Yeah, I like the checkers on it. It's
Yeah.
really pretty. It's so shiny. And like your cute little like motor jackets that you wear with it.
Cute?
Yeah, it's cute.
Fuck.
It's super cute. I like it.
Okay, I'm out. I'm dropping the bike.
Your Coffin Bass is such a huge, iconic part of your live show. How did you come up with the idea for that?
Well, yeah, it's the 4th member of the band.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Okay, so back in '89, we did our first show, and a friend videotaped it. And after the show, I was watching. I was like, this was like a white traditional bass with some blood kind of stains on, and had a skull in the top. And I was like, I need something else. I don't want to look like all the others. So I had this goth friend that was collecting coffins, and he gave me a child's coffin.
Yeah.
And that's how I made the first one. I just took the neck from the other bass, shoved it on there, and it sounded like crap, but the idea was cool, and from then on, I kind of started building them from scratch myself.
Yeah.
So I guess I made like, what, 8 now? I think
wow.
this is number 4.
Do they collapse? I mean, how do you transport them?
Well, this one you can take this one you can take the neck off, but
Okay.
I have another one, like the latest one I made is like a travel bass, and you can totally take it apart and put it in a guitar case.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, they must have been heavy. I could imagine the first one actually being made out of a coffin was really, really heavy to travel with.
The first one was super heavy. These are like, what's that? 12 kilos. How much is that in foreign measurements?
12 pillows?
I don't know,
No,
I'm
not
American.
Kilos. That'll be like 23 pounds.
Maybe.
Around 20 pounds.
Yeah, I think so. Whenever I go to Europe, they say, what, 23 kilos for a suitcase? So that's like 50 US pounds.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I don't know kilos. I'm American.
I know.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me tonight. I'm really excited to see you guys play.
You are very welcome.
Oh, it's going to be fun tonight.
Hey, we're the Nekromantix, and you're watching
Last Rockers TV.
TV.